Art has just been spontaneous. It's been like breathing. Like you don't give up breathing, you can't give up art. What I tend to do is take something ordinary and try to raise it into something more interesting and exciting for people to see. And that has just been an overall theme for me because I don't really want to make something that's absolutely beautiful and perfect, but I try to make something that's normal and something you would see every day, or maybe not pay that much attention to and make it interesting so you want to look at it. Many of my pieces have been showcased. Some prominent ones would be in the Salem Maritime Museum and in the Women's History Museum in New York. The most relevant and the most recent would be the UMass Lowell exhibit, where I did win an award. I did not originally have a name for it since I made it sophomore year, but I think I would call it Honest because it's just a boy who's rubbing his eye and he has no background, and it's very simple in its form and style. What I really wanted to convey with this piece was that we don't ever have to force ourselves to be in a very photogenic situation. This boy on Google, he was just rubbing his eye, and I thought that was wonderful because it was such a natural pose that usually people would never pay attention to. But to me, it was just such an honest expression of how life is, because you're not supposed to be photogenic all the time or perfect all the time. It's called A Midsummer's Dream, only paint, no pencil, nothing else. So what I usually do is when I have a blank paper and I'm really afraid to do anything on it, I try to add random colors onto it and then see what I want to do with it. Because that takes away the pressure of doing something perfect, and I can then start to do things that are ordinary and natural, and that is the way I like to do my art. So I think this piece was created in about 2 hours. And I was in a summer art class, and I really wanted to be somewhere foreign and traveling, so I ended up making that street in Rome. This is called a serene blaze. I really wanted to make architecture. I took minimal use of a ruler. I just had to make sure the symmetry was okay. But except for that, I was really testing myself to see if I could really work with straight lines. And I streaked it with color because it felt pretty empty, and I wanted to see what I could do with it. It won an award in UMass Lowell. Their professor, he signed off on my certificate saying that this was a really nice piece and that it had been exhibited there, and I think that was really nice.